My son struck out to end the game on Saturday, and my dad was in the bleachers when it happened. To understand why my stomach dropped, you need to know my dad hadn't watched me or anyone play ball in over 20 years. He lives 8 hours away. This was day 3 of his first real visit since my son was born, and I'd spent all 3 days wound tight as a wire. Not because he's loud now, he's actually gone quiet in his old age. But my body has never once relaxed around that man at a ball field. It never learned how. Here's the thing about being his kid. Losing wasn't allowed to be part of a game. It was evidence against you. I was 9 when I dropped a fly ball that cost us a playoff game, and I can still hear the car ride home. 40 minutes. He listed every mistake I'd made that season, going back months, while I stared out the window and tried not to cry, because crying made it worse. He ripped my participation medal off my bag once and said they should hand out medals for embarrassment. After bad games, he wouldn't speak to me at dinner. Not one word, just the sound of forks. By 11, I had learned tricks. I faked a sore wrist twice to sit out big games. I told him practice was canceled when it wasn't. I loved baseball and I prayed for rainouts. That's what I knew about losing. You hide from it or you pay for it. I'm 38 years old and my hands still sweat when a coach walks toward me. So Saturday, last inning, 2 outs, runner on second, my 7-year-old at the plate. My dad 2 rows up with his coffee. I stopped breathing. My boy swung big at the 3rd strike and missed it by a mile. Game over. The other side cheered. And here's the detail I can't let go of. My dad flinched before the ump even called it. His shoulders came up. His hand clamped down on the bleacher rail like his body was bracing for a car ride that ended 25 years ago. My son looked at the plate for a second. Then he trotted back to the fence, helmet crooked, and found my face in the crowd. No hanging head, no tears. He shrugged all the way up to his ears and yelled, "Can't win 'em all, right, Dad?" Because that's what we say. Every single game, win or lose, same 2 questions on the ride home. Did you try hard? Did you have fun? Then it was a good game. I've said it so many times, it's automatic. I never once thought about who might be in the bleachers listening. I clapped and yelled that I loved the way he ran the bases in the 3rd. The whole team lined up for snacks like the score was a rumor. My son sat on the tailgate swinging his cleats, telling me the strikeout pitch was probably a cheat ball, and I laughed and let him have it. My dad didn't say a word. He just watched us, the way you watch a language you never learned. Kids scattered, and then it was just me, my father, and a bag of bats. He was quiet a long time, then he said low, "That ride home would have been ugly if that was you." I said, "I know, Dad. I remember. I wasn't trying to stick a knife in. True things just come out plain." I braced for the speech I'd heard my whole life, about how it toughened me up, how kids today are soft. It didn't come. He looked at his shoes and said, "I know you do." 38 years, and that was the first time he ever admitted those rides home were real. I'd spent decades assuming he'd tell me I was making it up. Then he did something I'll think about forever. He picked up a bat, walked out to the plate, and started raking the batter's box smooth with the barrel. Slow, careful strokes over dirt nobody was going to use until Tuesday. His hands weren't steady. I let him do it. I think his hands needed a job his mouth couldn't finish. Then he said it, half into the wind, so quiet I nearly missed it. "He's lucky, getting you instead of what I gave you. Not sorry." The man has never said sorry in his life, but his voice broke in the middle of it, and he kept smoothing dirt that was already smooth, fixing a field from 1997 that only exists in the 2 of us. It's the closest thing to an apology I've ever gotten. It was enough.